I've been playing video games on a PC for a pretty long time. I went from a i5 650 to i7 870 to Ryzen 5 3500X to Ryzen 5 5500 and GT 1030 to RX 580 to RX 6600. And during all of that, mostly in the earlier days when I was using that i7 870, I watched so many videos about how to fix stutters and get more FPS, even though I was literally using a i7 870 and GT 1030. Numerous videos told me to change this, change that, change this registry, download this third-party application, and after experiencing all of that, I'm here to say that all of those are not needed. Most people that follow those videos, including me back then, have a bad PC that they expect to play like the better ones. I think this is also another case of the placebo effect, but in this video, I'm going to actually be testing 4 of the most suggested FPS tweaks to see if they actually make a difference to my gaming experience. So let's begin. Now, the way this video will go is I'm going to start at my non-tweaked performance and then gradually add each tweak until literally every single one of them is enabled. My hypothesis is that this will probably make the game perform worse than stock because in my opinion, having all of those tweaks on your PC is not only a waste of time, but also adds unnecessary clutter. First, let's start with the only third-party application of this video, ParkControl. This is an application I vividly remember using because almost every Windows tweak video suggests it. Let's see if it's actually worth using. I installed ParkControl and copied some settings from those same videos, and here's what I got. The funniest thing though is that the person who I won't name specifically said this unlocks all CPU cores for more performance, which is not true. Most games use multiple cores, but your game's performance is mostly limited by the main core that runs the game loop. That means it doesn't really matter how many cores are active, FPS is still mostly limited by that one main core. That's why a faster single core usually matters more than having more cores. But now that everything is set, let's test it. Now, testing this, it doesn't cause more performance or even less performance. It seems pretty normal. The FPS sticks around 59 to 63 FPS, and so did the last gameplay. So there is no FPS difference. One thing I do notice though is that the CPU's temperature is about 4 degrees higher than the gameplay without ParkControl. This could be a coincidence, but this may be something to keep in mind. Other than this, every other metric is practically the same, so no, ParkControl will not make a noticeable difference. Now it's time for the tweaks that are within Windows. First is setting the application priority. Most videos will tell you that setting the priority high will give you more FPS or more stable gameplay, but again, that will probably just be a placebo effect. First, I went to Task Manager, found my game, then set its priority to high. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, while testing, there is again no change. The FPS is still staying within 59 to 63 and doesn't feel any different. Another bad thing I noticed though is that the CPU's temperature increased by another 4 degrees. I think I'm starting to notice a common change between all of these tweaks, that instead of giving you more performance, it makes your PC better at turning into an oven. So again, if you want more FPS, increasing priority will not do that. Next, I changed CPU affinity, which technically goes against ParkControl because CPU affinity is about toggling certain threads. I noticed some YouTubers even tell you to disable some threads, specifically CPU 0. Apparently, this is a thread used for background applications, and disabling this thread is supposed to fix stuttering and make your game more stable. I went to Task Manager, found the game, right-clicked, went to Affinity, and disabled CPU 0. So, let's see how this goes. Okay, this one is actually not nearly as bad as the last two. It may not give me more FPS, but it also doesn't increase my CPU's temperature. The temperature is still at a temp of 66 Celsius. The FPS also didn't change much. It's still in between the 59 to 63 FPS range. So again, no, you should not edit your affinity. It won't make a difference. Lastly, we have a really big one, which is Windows Game Mode. This may be one of the most suggested ones on the list, and I'm here to tell you that even without knowing how this goes, game mode does not matter. But I see a lot of YouTubers mention it. You could probably go to one of those videos right now and they will suggest game mode. I've always kept it off, but sadly for this video, I went to settings, gaming, then game mode and enable it. Let's see if this one will be the only one standing. No. It performed the exact same as all of the other ones. It's honestly sad that people think these things will work. Again, this one did not increase temperature, but also did not increase FPS. So this one is also very useless. At this point, I feel as if all of these are just placebo effects. You set these settings in your Windows 11, you're told that it will make your game stable, and that causes you to truly believe the game is more stable, even though it is literally the same. So once again, no, this is not worth enabling. So just like the performance mods video, most of these tweaks are nonsense. Maybe on a lower end PC, some of them could help a tiny bit, but don't expect a noticeable FPS boost. I make videos about getting more FPS, but I don't push these nonsense tweaks. I stick to methods that actually work. The moral of this video, if you're struggling with low FPS, don't think these performance tweaks will miraculously make your games run perfectly. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.